Hello, me handsomes, and you join us today for another list. Yes, it is the end of another month, and we are back with another little list. So today we're looking at I guess, top 5 sports, the things that, the sports I'm most passionate about, that I enjoy, whether it's playing, doing, watching, whatever it might be. So we'll crack on straight away to it. I am looking down here because that's where my little list is. So at number 5, I'm going to say it is surfing. Now, this is something I did when I was quite young. I did the surf life saving for Saunton Sands, and it followed me for quite a while. Couldn't do it obviously when I was at university. Just before I went to university, I did go travelling and did do it there in Australia, and absolutely loved it again. So it's something I'm picking back up again now that I am back in Devon, and I've got a bit more time that I'm able to do it. So that's really good. I'm enjoying doing it. Funnily enough, I've got my new wetsuit here, so we'll be using this one out. By the time this video is out, I will have been using it quite a lot, which is good. We've got the board in the next room. Funnily enough, I've got some wax here which I'm going to be putting on it this afternoon for a nice surf session tomorrow with my friend Paul. So yeah, surfing has been a big part of my life, I would say, in the sense of the doing surf life saving for so many years, kind of moving away from it to do other sports and then coming back to it because it is a very relaxing, enjoyable thing. It's very social, even though it's an independent sport. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. The culture around it as well, the food that comes with it as well, because you tend to find there is specific foods that do come with it, especially Mediterranean-y foods, when you tend to go to sort of surf cafes, beach cafes and stuff like that. So that's why I really like it. It's a really good social thing for us all to do, really, and I absolutely love it. So at number 4, we were going to say cricket. Now, cricket, classic British sport, is something, again, I played when I was a little bit younger. Played it for a bit for the last few years in the summer, not so much this year. I think the weather has been a bit of an issue, and of course having a little child has made it a bit more difficult, so been a bit trickier to do it. But yeah, it's something I've absolutely loved doing. One of my absolute inspirations and idols was Shane Warne, of course passed away recently. I say recently, in the last few years. Massive inspiration, and kind of the person that turned me towards cricket. He was kind of a rock star person, and yeah, watching him do it, spin bowling of course, really got me into cricket, and I absolutely loved it. And when I was over travelling in Australia again, I watched a lot of cricket over there, live as well, and because it's so big over there, and it was incredible to go to the MCG. Recently I did the video where it was a memories video. We went to Lord's cricket grounds, so that was that as well. So there's that aspect of it, the fantastic stadiums, again the nice culture around it. There can be some bit of negative culture, don't get me wrong, around it, but yeah, there is some really nice stuff to enjoy with cricket, and yeah, it's just a sport I absolutely love playing and watching. It can be really nice and social to be out in the sun, play a bit of cricket, relax at the same time. It's not like an intense run sport. It's a lot happens, then calm, then a lot happens. But yeah, I would see myself as a bit of a bowler. Am I a good one? No, absolutely not. Am I a good batsman? No, absolutely not. But it's a sport I really enjoy and love. So at number 3 is American football. They just call it football. But American football, it's something I started to get into when I was at university in the northeast, and yeah, absolutely loved it since then. Watch it as much as we can, me and my wife, every Sunday. Obviously we always stay up, book the day off the next day to watch the Super Bowl, because for us it's in the middle of the night, but we do watch it every year. We are LA Rams fans, and we do actually have, if I can pan the camera up without smashing everything, a little LA Rams signage there. That horrendously, I could have just twisted the camera up, but I picked up the whole tripod. But yeah, so we absolutely love the LA Rams. Is our team. We do follow it quite a lot with apps, Facebook pages, and we just really enjoy it. Again, it's a very tactical sport where nothing happens for a little bit, then suddenly everything happens, and then it can go calm again. We like that it's an offense v defense mode, where both teams have to be quite tactical and read what the other team's doing to try and get an upper hand. But again, yeah, it's just really good fun. There's some fantastic documentaries around it as well, which we absolutely love. But yeah, we're LA Rams fans. We really like football, so that's our number 3. So number 2, funnily enough, is the UK national sport is football. A sport that, to be fair, I didn't get into until I was probably about an early teenager. I'd say 11, 12, just before the teens actually. I wasn't really a massive fan of football. I knew of it, obviously. I played it, but I was never like a big, I need to follow these players and I need to follow these teams and stuff like that. Funny enough, even though I'm a Reading fan, my first ever top was an Alan Shearer Newcastle top, funny enough. So I was technically a Newcastle fan when I was younger. And then it was quite funny how I would drift up that way to go to university as well. So yeah, small world. But yeah, obviously football, massive part of the country's culture. The culture part of it is probably something that's in recent years turned me off of the sport a little bit as well, because the way hooliganisms act really with it, it's not fun. But yeah, like I say, I'm a Reading fan, have been, and it's a family thing. We're from Devon, but my granddad, who passed away, he was a Reading fan from Reading, so that's kind of where it comes from. So that's how our whole family is quite big Reading fans, which, you know, we won't, the less we talk about the better, to be fair, because, you know, 10 years ago we were Premier League area and now we are struggling in League One. So that's where we are. I mean, by the time this video is out, which will probably be, you know, March time 2026, maybe even later, we could be doing a lot better. We could be in the playoffs, in which case, screw you, all the teams. If we're not, then, you know, well done other teams. You've had a really good season and we have struggled. So that's where we are. So that's obviously number 2. Number 1, if you'll know me, is no shock whatsoever. It is, of course, field hockey, not to be mistaken for ice hockey. It is a sport I have played since I was about 10 years old, I would say, maybe a little bit older, 11, about 10 or 11, for my local club, North Devon Hockey Club, at the time Tor Valley, which they have since merged, so they are again North Devon. Went through the juniors there, went then to go play for the men's team there, and then effectively since then I've had the privilege of kind of going all over the world to play. I played a little bit in Australia, had a little knock around when I was in Sweden. Yeah, it's a fantastic sport, an amazing culture. Everywhere you go, and I've played for several clubs, they're always so friendly and welcoming and have such a great family aspect to it, which is something that's always appealed to me. Loved playing at a university, and I have a ton of stories from the university time, some good, some bad, which, you know, may come out in future videos. We don't know. They are quite funny, some of them, or I find them funny anyway. Some of them are quite shocking, to be fair, so we'll see how far we get away with it. But yeah, hockey is my number 1 sport. Like I say, I've played it for a long time. Unfortunately, due to various injuries, I have not played it for a little bit now, and time as well, mixture of work and having the little one has meant I can't play it as much, but I have kind of found a route back into it, in the sense of that I am a GB qualified coach, so I can coach teams as well now, which has been an absolute passion of mine for a couple of years, and I've really loved doing it. So hopefully going forward I can do a lot more than that. But, you know, you've learned a little bit more about me now, and my favourite kind of sports and hobbies to do. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, give it that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that like button, and we will see you again soon. That's exactly the same thing, the thumbs up and like, I should say. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Ta for now.